So what we should have done last time, which we forgot to do, was name down. So the way Gavin, you played a bunch of video games, so you're going to be familiar with the concept of XP and using that to level up. Good.
Yeah.
This game doesn't use XP, like experience points specifically, but there is a way that you can level up and get more abilities and all that. What you do in Wildsea is you have milestones that you're with. Milestones work like this. Basically, after you've accumulated a certain number of milestones, you can do upgrades to your character. Okay.
Yeah.
Minor upgrades aren't too bad. You need like 3 milestones, and then you need to basically put some time into like sort of a montage to kind of work on it, right? You can do stuff like add a extra pip to one of your aspects to make it a little bit tougher, and so it can absorb more stuff. Like your thing that lets you swap between people, with your electrical thing. That one you have to mark it every time you do it, and you only have a track of 3, which means you're kind of limited. So. Well, obviously you're limited, but you can expand that by taking that 3-track and turn it into a 4-track with a certain number of milestones.
And then you do that until it's 8, and then you can do it 8 times.
Well, that'd be a lot. Anyway.
Yeah.
So.
It would take a crap ton of milestones.
Yeah, it would take a lot. But you'd be very, very good at that one thing. What milestones are is basically the thing that you remember from a session. The thing that is like the most, my family, us, do a thing when we're sitting around at dinner at night and go, what was the best part of your day? Favorite part of your day, right? So to a certain extent, it's kind of like, what is the thing that you remember most? Now, in this case, usually with the favorite part of the day, you don't mention the thing that's horrible. But it could be, when we go around and think about milestones for a session, the thing that you're going to remember the most was, I got my hand bit off, or whatever, you know. That could be the most notable thing about your session. Not your high point, not the best thing that ever happened to you, but certainly a thing, right?
Punching a hole in a sinking airship.
Yep.
With your body.
I fell.
Technically not punching, more of a cannonball
Yeah.
kind of scenario.
Body
Yeah.
punctured it.
Wile E. Coyote body-shaped hole.
Punctured it.
So I'm going to go around and I'm going to find out what everybody's milestone was for last session. Like the thing that you remember yourself doing that is like your most notable thing. And I'm going to have you write it in your minor milestones. There's a box for it right there where you just kind of write down real briefly what it was. So once you have 3 of those, we can talk about upgrades. If you get up to 6, you can do more major things, like more like bigger deal things, like combining 2 aspects into a single aspect.
Which gives you more box.
Which would let you do stuff like, I want to combine my cutlass with my lightning so that my sword works like Mjolnir. Or, yeah, I want a lightning cutlass.
Sort of.
So you can do lots of things like that when you get up to like 6 milestones. So starting with, actually, I'm going to start with Sean because he's done this before. So Sean, we'll go over to Paris here. What's your milestone of choice here? What is that dinging? Trying to record stuff and listen to it later. I never remember what happens. Anyway.
Not getting cooked by spider webs.
I think
like some people.
I think a milestone should probably be something that you actually did, not something that didn't happen to you.
Helping Gavin out with the whisper.
What did you boost with that? Boosting?
I made his zap zap and AoE.
Yeah.
Boosting lightning with a whisper. That's a good one.
I killed a bunch of them with the whisper.
Houston, what was your thing that you remember the most from the first session? For yourself, for your character. The thing I most remember was Gavin punching through an airbag. Boy, that was good. I meant about your character. Yeah, my character loved that. It was so crazy.
Remember when you fell into the
Diving
webs next to me?
onto the top of the airship and not punching through it.
Because somebody doesn't weigh 300 pounds of pure muscle.
Agreed.
We would have died. Your dog would have died to the tarantula.
Another way of thinking of it is
1 damage kill.
Another way of thinking of the milestones is like, what's the moment that you think is going to be like one of those formative things that has an effect on you, like evolving as a character? That I guess is a way of saying it. Like, what's that formative memory? Anyway, so Sasenku? Is that how
Yeah.
we're saying it? Sasenku? So what's your thing? What's your milestone? What's your memorable moment? Being completely caught in spider webs and being unable to get down without being cut loose. No.
Definitely diving down, cannonballing through the balloon on both ends.
So he's gonna have
I'm gonna write this down. So you write this down in your minor milestones as minor. I pointed at the wrong. Yeah, minor. Cannonball. You got to have a lot of A's in there, I think.
Cannonball.
It's gotta be in all caps.
You're on that milestones. You're on a space in that.
Yeah, you want to keep it relatively short because it does fill up the box pretty quick.
Like that.
Alright, I'll simplify it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. How many spiders did we say there were? Was there 2 or there 3? I can't remember now.
I think they're
They're like it said there were like
5 maybe.
10.
Oh, that's right, because they're like the size of small, like medium-sized dogs. They're not like human
Like
sized.
dog sized.
It's not like you're fighting Shelob. It was like
We're fighting Spider Dog.
for those of you wanting to remember what they look like.
Yes.
Lovely,
They're
beautiful, gorgeous,
Yeah.
very attractive. Definitely not at all disturbing.
Extremely.
compared to other
What do
things.
we have? We also have you have a mark on your what's that ability for swapping? Yeah,
Bolt switch.
bolt switch. You got a mark on that from doing the bolt switch. You have a mark on your bench coat, and you also have an injury because you
Yeah.
have like the little spine, feather
yeah.
spines are like stuck underneath your
And I
skin.
got-
You've got slivers. You ever had a sliver? Imagine a bunch of them, and they itch.
And I got a mark on Dark Fenner because he got bit.
Wait, so do the marks come off?
The marks can be like repaired off or rested off or healed off or anything like. For something like that's more of a trait, like bolt switch is more like a quality that you have. You would probably do something more like make some food that lets you recover or rest or whatever. With something like
Stab yourself with a copper knife.
with something like medical treatment would be more like using tend on Philip for his itching sliver thing.
Eating a ceramic battery.
Choice.
Actually,
I want to lick a 9-bolt until I feel better.
I mean, I have one.
I know you have a ceramic battery. That's interesting. Yeah, you could tap out the battery. In Philip's case, like the damage to his coat could be a repair roll where you can,
Sailcloth.
I gotta keep the
if you
battery.
have sailcloth and you had rattle would be the thing for doing repairs. And with your dog, again, you're back to using maybe tend or something like that, or even
Give it
hunt.
dog food.
Hunt would work because it's sort of a hunting pet, so a hunter would know how to take care of his companions.
It's a hurting wolf.
You can make an argument for a lot of different skills if you're like, well, I know normally hunt wouldn't be a thing, but since I hunt with my dog, I feel like I should be able to take care of my dog.
It's technically that species of wolf is used for herding.
All right, so we're gonna do.
Oh, wait, what time are we gonna be done?
5:30.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to start a little bit late, but this will be a shorter one, and that's fine. This is going to be a little bit more. Well, basically, what I'm planning on doing is a little bit of a montage to let you guys patch up, but also kind of poke around the ship. Are we poking around the ship, or immediately tending to your, licking your wounds?
Immediately tend to my wound.
Alright, so
At least mine.
Okay, so let's montage around here. As you guys.
so we kill all the So we kill all the
The
spiders.
spiders were either dead or driven off. Most of them dead. We've got the top of the ship here. This didn't print out very well. There we go. So there's the top of the ship. This whole area here kind of covered in webs, but a lot of those webs are more in tatters now. What with the lightning and the Sasenku body falling through it. Cleaver? Is that you fight with a cleaver?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
A seasoned,
I feel like you.
I fight with a seasoned cleaver and my dog.
I feel like
Yeah,
you
you
were.
did to cut me out of the spider web.
I feel like you were cutting him out of the spider webs with that. So your dog's hurt. So let's kind of go around and figure out, and then we may do a double montage because you might want the whole point of you coming here. Actually, hard choices are. Do me a favor. I need one person to roll one 6-sided dice. I want to see how bad the ship is doing right now. Because
No, I don't trust you anymore.
I think you should definitely be Gavin since he's the one that punched through the airbag.
But, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Thanks.
Here we get it.
I want to try them. Let me see.
Roll the one. All
What
right.
did I say?
So
Okay. So
what I was going to do was a montage where you guys were on the ship. But the ship is losing altitude rapidly. And the whale is going to have difficulty even keeping up with this. And the platform's been lowered down here. So here's the situation. I'm going to lay it out. I'm going to give you guys one thing you can do before you need to abandon ship or stay on the ship and see how well it lands without anybody being able to steer it or, in fact, keeping up altitude as it's descending toward the verdant waves below.
I am done.
Below.
I'm done being stupid. I'm going back on the platform.
All right. Now, I will say that searching the ship would be very tricky right now, but you could stick your head into the cargo bay and see if there's anything useful there. Stick your head into the cabin, see if there's anything useful there. Anything like that would be fine.
I'm grabbing as many spider legs as I can.
Spiders are great. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you guys could salvage off the spiders, but you need to get the spiders, which is the trick, right?
I'm not even gonna try and do anything special. I'm just
Chucking them onto the platform.
I'm just grabbing as many spider legs that are easily accessible.
Do you have harvest isn't the word. Do you have hunt?
Actually harvest is a thing.
I've got.
I know harvest is a thing, but harvest is usually what you use for plants.
I got let's do instinct hunt. Can I get a bonus for
The dog?
yes?
Yeah, you can drag them over there.
One
Fetch spiders.
Darken, fetch the legs.
Okay, so how many dice you rolling then?
3.
3? So you got one hunt, one thing, and then the dog?
Yeah, Darken, get the legs. That is 5, 3, 2. So that's a
5 is a success. Nothing.
5 is a success with a drawback.
Yeah. Let me look at what that looks like. Yeah. The dust. So Paris is basically frantically chucking spiders onto the platform, and the dog's dragging them over.
Here's a get.
How long is this?
Okay, so you'll be able to get stuff, but there's probably going to be so Sean, what you're going to end up with these things is you're going to end up with some kind of negative tag on them, like scorched or cooked or cooked in a not useful way, cooked in a negative sense, but like some kind of negative tag with these things because you're grabbing the ones that are closest, and the ones that are closest are the ones that Sasenku turned into target practice more than the others. So
Listen, I only
What did I even do to get the
I only
spines
needed the legs.
under my skin?
Yeah, you said that in your.
What did I
little
even do to get the
lines.
spines under my skin?
Yeah.
you need somebody who's got. Does somebody have tend?
I've got a little bit of 10.
How did I even do that though?
Yeah, I have.
How did you what now? That was you were fighting the spiders. And
I have exactly 1 in 10.
you were fighting spiders, and the feathers themselves are actually not. They're not feathered spiders. The spiders kill birds and glue or stick the feathers to their limbs with like sticky substance, like the webbing kind of thing. So the feathers themselves are actually like, imagine if you'd like painted them with like shellac so they were really stiff and hard. So they were flailing their limbs at you, and that stuff is like, it's like if somebody splintered a piece of wood and like jabbed you with it. Like that's how you got the splint, because the feathers are stiff and pointy. So it got stuck under you from the thing like like that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So that's how they ended up like stuck on you. Like
Yeah.
it's a mixture of feather spines and like spider web glue that kept to keep them stiff, and that's been like jammed underneath your.
I'm betting that you're gonna make that mistake.
Isn't that great? Doesn't that sound just comfy?
Yeah.
All right.
You know,
Are you
maybe-
doing any kind of gathering, exploring, poking around?
No, I'm on the platform.
All right. And that's
Catching the legs.
Spider legs.
nothing. If you want, you could. Do you have hunt or?
And hunt. Could I actually look and?
Do you have salvage?
He doesn't.
I don't have salvage.
If
Can I
you
take a
want,
look in one
if
of
you
the
want,
rooms?
what's your hunt at?
One. Can I take a look in a random room?
If you want to, okay. So would that be? Do you have salvage?
No.
He does.
Do you
salvage.
have?
He doesn't have anything in scavenge. No.
I'm looking at.
Sunsway harvest.
You could do sense probably to kind of just poke around. Ultimately, you could roll 1 dice and add it to what Sean got. And maybe if you get a 6, you would do better salvage from
Okay.
or better spider collection. So roll one more dice and see if that adds. Maybe you get a 6.
4.
Now, what did you already have? Did you have a 4 in there?
Nope.
All right, because I was looking for maybe
A twist,
you could
yeah.
create a twist. All right, and Gavin, what are you doing as the ship
Descend.
descending
At a worrying pace.
Do
rapidly?
you guys want me to help you get spider legs?
That would be
Do
amazing.
you have hunt?
Yeah. I have 2 hunt.
Oh, you could.
That would be amazing.
You could roll 2 more dice and see if we get any. First of all, 6, but remember what your dice are because he could end up with a. So Philip rolled a 4 and
Wait.
take 2 of them and toss them in the box go rolling. What do you get?
Ooh,
2 and a 4.
Okay, so we
that's 2 twists.
you got some twists. All right, so
I got a twist. Ooh.
you could
Can I,
so
oh, wait.
more spiders being chucked on the thing. Not really anything salvageable from the ship other than the spiders, but you got a bunch. If you want, the twist could be
I've harvested. I've harvested.
okay. If you want, the twist could be getting rid of the negative tag.
That would be amazing.
Is that good?
Yeah.
So you got a pile of them, and they're in relatively. No, not the ones that are still smoking. Get the fresh ones. Here, these.
You
Trust me, I've made a lot of stuff smoke to death. Okay, you don't want those. It gives it a weird taste.
Does my annotated cookbook say anything about?
Yeah.
What's smoky with the weird taste?
They electrocuted a bunch of spiders.
Actually, I did.
Attacked.
Oh, hey.
Tom, come here.
No, it's fine.
No, I gotta
Hi.
grab something on for Zoe.
Hello.
So do you want him out here or do you want him in the?
I think he can hang out with us.
Yeah.
Distract.
As long as he doesn't
Does
attack
my
you.
cookbook say anything about how these spiders taste?
Surprisingly meaty for an insect with a slight citrus tang.
Okay. It's not
I'm gonna
bad.
make spider leg chips.
Spider leg chips.
Spider leg
Yeah, I'm
chips.
gonna get them nice and crispy.
Interesting. So almost like a jerky.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Yeah.
spider leg jerky. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're an insect, so essentially it's going to be like lobster, like crab legs.
What if we take the charred spider leg that
I removed the negative tag. They're not charged.
but what if they were charged and you would cook them and I'd eaten them and they recovered this volt switch?
They probably aren't gonna have a special effect unless.
Well, you could do a 10 thing.
What if I just electrocute your food?
Maybe I wrap them in milk. Ooh, actually, spicy spider legs. The citrus and
Are you,
spice
are
go
you
together?
helping?
They're basically the same thing.
That is actually not true.
I said basically.
Okay. So you toss the spiders on there, and you guys clamber onto the platform. I'm making you roll for that. And actually, yeah, that's fine. And so, yeah, you don't really know anything about the ship except for the fact that it was infested with spiders. So at least you know why it was probably abandoned. And you slowly get turned back up to the ship as the other one sinks outside, which is a shame because the ship, aside from that, was in pretty good shape.
Yeah, aside from the spiders. And
Hopefully it won't crash too hard.
and the person.
Somebody might be able to recover it.
You know,
Somebody down.
things happen.
Queen Crab's Revenge.
Okay.
The Queen Crab's Revenge is just walking through. Airship falls directly on the deck. Charybdis remains unharmed.
Of course, Charybdis remains up.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So what we can do, getting pulled back up to the stone whale, is
I will.
No, you won't. You will sink.
You're not
Just
that
like you
ability
di-
like a man.
Just like you dive
Actually,
on
I
off the
do.
ship.
Oh.
Kind of. Sometimes.
Have remembrance.
What if I?
flying happens when there's storms.
Yeah, sometimes.
We don't have one of those, so I hate to disappoint you.
So are we like gonna die or something because we're all rapidly falling?
No, the ship is descending. You guys are on that platform being pulled back up to the ship. So that one's sinking away from you as you guys are slowly going up, and it's just sinking. It's like, oh, that's it.
We just abandoned it.
Feels like there was a lot of ship there that you had yet to explore, but
We eluded the
on the upside,
some
not
spiders.
crashing to the surface.
Listen, citrus is basically the same as oranges.
Not crashing to the surface of the ocean. So
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the captain if we have any oranges.
Actually, we
To
don't.
improve the citrus flavor.
I know.
You are,
Okay.
You're not the captain.
so
you are artillery. That is your job.
Yeah. Exactly.
You aren't even the best at that. We got a trebuchet.
Yeah.
Okay,
If I destroy it.
so
Destroy the competition.
back up on the ship. Back up on the ship. Unloading the spiders. The crew is kind of helping out with this. They're kind of checking you guys over. Some of them. Give me a name of a ship's crew person.
Me.
Somebody who isn't you guys.
Oh. Jemima Tharnold.
I'm gonna need that one.
That's my go-to name for things. J-I.
Okay, hang on. I gotta get back to where I'm actually writing.
Jamon Arnold.
Jemima Tharnold. That's what I named my
Marco.
Cyclops and
Okay.
not
Notes. J.
So as I'm swimming in the void,
What is
those Leviathans just see Jemima Tharnold.
terrifying?
Oh yes. Plus with
Okay, we got a crew
power
member.
of my little knife. They stand no
Crew.
chance.
Jim. J-I-M.
Jimonarthald. Okay, is that Jemon Tharnold or Jemon?
Jimon Arthold. Yeah. Jimon Arthold.
Jemano Tharnold. Jimono.
We got a Tharnold.
I tried to not say.
Jimon Tharnold?
Yeah, Jemana Tharnold.
What is the bloodline of Jamon Arnold?
That is a name. Jimon Tharnold, like, oh, your coat's kind of torn. You want me to patch it up for you?
Yeah.
All right, give it a.
I'm gonna hand him my.
Why is it so flappy? My God, this thing is like.
It's spelled like it's spelled that
This is
way.
like.
Yeah. It's built that way.
Like goose down and tissue paper. My God, this is.
I came up with Jemana Tharnold.
No, I got some stuff. It's fine. You don't
I
need to
came
use
up
it.
with Jemana Tharnold one random day in language arts class. She had us do like a quick write, and I needed a name, so I just discovered Jemana Tharnold. And
All right.
it's been beautiful.
Right. Anyway, I got a meat plate to make for. I got a meat plate to make for a tennis tournament.
All right, you want to try and salvage off of, or like figure out what you can get off these spiders?
Yes.
I'm gonna.
What if I should have
I'm gonna wrap these spider legs in a bundle and bring to the kitchen.
All right.
Tend to my wounds.
So what we need to do? So this time we're gonna montage around here. Sean, what I need you to do
Yeah.
is you want specimens off of this thing.
Yeah. I would. Yes. I
All
would
right. So I
be able
need
to utilize these. For
I need an edge.
Actually,
Do you have
I
cook?
met a night with the Corsair Saber.
Yes.
Okay. I need an edge to go with cook.
Sure I can.
What's your edge for chopping this stuff up and getting the good meat out?
I have 3 and 4.
Instinct.
Instinct. Okay. Instinct and cook. Do you have a cleaver?
Oh, I do have a cleaver, so that would be 5.
Yeah, you can roll 5 for getting. Oh, look at that grin.
Oh yeah.
Give me that.
That's
Now, does the cleaver give you any advantage on?
I do not think already dead. Are these dangerous or disruptive specimens?
Can I see? What does it say? Can you tell me what it says?
God, I think it's happy.
You know what? Here, I've actually got it over here.
He's
Give
Philip
me
is
just a second. Let me look at it.
Yep,
He's deflecting my lightning with his sword.
Okay. Flying dice. Oh my God. It's like somebody holding maracas up to my mic all the time. Needs must, fishing lure, husk leather, apron, seasoned cleaver. As useful on the battlefield as it is in the galley, deals close quarters damage, increase impact when acquiring dangerous or disruptive specimens. Sure.
So 6.
So no, it just increases impact. So whatever you get, it gets better. No, you already rolled.
Oh, don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
All right, what'd you get?
6 with a twist. So
6 with a-
6, 2, 2, 5, 1.
62251. All right, that is a weird way to
Make such good chips.
No,
She is set up like a meme.
that's a girl.
She is set up like a meme image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of meme image,
Really? Speaking of meme image,
Yeah.
I'm just.
Doc. He probably went into the other room.
What do you think? What's your personal opinion?
I had to refocus it.
It's it's me. Can't you see the resemblance?
Yep.
Sorry, this is actually my long lost twin cousin, Jim on the target. This is my other cousin.
Your face is built.
Yeah. Your face is just built. Oh boy.
Your face is built for reaction and this.
Yeah.
No sense.
And this is my twin cousin's brother.
There's a resemblance there.
Yeah. You can actually see
Oh, there we
it.
go.
You can see the resemblance.
Yeah,
This, and this is your dad. And this is your dad.
I gotta shoot this.
Okay. I've got a possible twist if you want.
Sure.
This is
But I would like you guys to come up with. So his harvesting was really, really good. He's got a good pure specimens off of this thing. So let's put down like spider meat or something like that in your specimens. We could double up the amount that you got and say spider meat times 2. We could give it a tag of pure or medicinal, which would mean it would be
Medicinal spider.
it would let you heal more, but that may be overkill for what you're doing right now. Or some other twist, like you find out, maybe you get a second different kind of specimen. Maybe you get a whisper off.
That would be great.
You want to whisper off the spiders?
I would love a whisper off the spiders.
Wouldn't
They do
we all like whispers from spiders?
Actually, that isn't. Now that I think about it, that's not very pleasant. I would not enjoy. We already got enough problems with the Austria.
Let's.
I made a Christmas tree out of the dice.
Oh, Christmas. Oh, crisis tree. Oh, crisis tree.
Look at the dots. The dots are ornaments.
Yeah. Wait, why does that part just
What the heck?
explain?
Explain.
This is what my Christmas tree looks like.
Man,
Did we already did somebody already get the whispered death from above?
No.
no, but that would be absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
This is.
Let's do death from above.
Okay, I'm writing down death from above.
Okay.
Wonderful whisper.
And yeah, you got the spider meat specimen. Okay.
It's a truck.
Now you could also so you guys if you guys had hunt or salvage, you could also try to get stuff off of the spiders as well if you were so inclined. You get specimens off of it or even salvage, I guess. Or pull a whisper off as well. Pull some of those feathers, I don't know. Or you could do something else.
Folks don't plenty of those.
Plenty of what?
Or you can try to
Oh yeah.
well, he's got parts of feathers.
Well, that sounds good.
If you just pull them off of me real quickly, I can give them to you gladly.
Alright, do we have like
Do you have a salvage or hunt or something like that?
I have
the
hunt.
I could help you.
Okay, if you want, you could try to get some of these feathers off and have them as a specimen. You could either trade, you could use them to make a weird item out of, or
How many guys?
so if you look at, let's take a look at the character sheet real quick, because I want you guys to get a little bit of a tour of this. Take a look and stop missing it. In the left hand side there's like a whole thing in here that says to roll. So you look at what are you even doing?
My fingers are weird. Do this.
Okay.
He tried it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if it's weird or not. Anyway, up in the left-hand corner there, it says like how you build it out. You do one of your edges, and then you figure out which skill, and if you have any advantages, it might give you a couple of dice too. So
Okay.
pick me an edge. What's the edge that goes along with this taking pieces off a spider?
I believe it would I think it would be grace, right?
Or iron, probably.
Yeah, iron, because it's kind of gross.
Iron.
All right, so iron plus your hunt. So how many dice is that?
1.
All right, so let's roll in 2 dice. Let's go ahead and see what you get. You get more. You get more slivers.
2 and 2.
More of them in my fingers.
So that's a
Okay, so
disaster with a twist. How lovely. You're cooked.
I hate this. Why couldn't you just?
Yeah, I got fingers for it.
the twist is
I got fingers for it.
you are going to get the specimen. So right down under
Specimens.
you want under salvage. Let's do it under salvage.
Okay.
Hardened feathers.
Hardened feathers. Anyway, it was a disaster.
Just wait.
So,
See, I'm not
And
good at
the
that.
other thing we're gonna do here is over where you have your injury track, where you have the irritating feathers. Let's make that track. Let's erase a couple of those little scribbles there. So what we're actually healing is 3 spots on that. So you managed to pick up even more in an effort to avoid picking up, avoid getting any more slivers. You actually managed to do it worse. You didn't get poked by any of them, but what you got this time was like a paper. You sliced yourself along one of the feathers and found out it's sharp along the edge too. It isn't just the poking part. It's also slicing open it's like, oh wow, that kind of it's bleeding. That cut right into my hand. Holy crap. So yeah.
Wait, so these are like tiny little needle kind of things.
Yeah.
Well,
Basically.
I want you to think, you've seen like a good sized feather. Every one of those individual little bits of, imagine those like with goop on them, so they're so hard that like each one of them is like a little wooden sliver kind of thing, except they're feathers.
Since I have resistance to that type of damage, what if I like?
blunt is not slicing damage.
No, I'm immune to blunt, but I have resistance to like more.
There is.
Yeah, it depends on which
What about,
kind,
like-
because there's piercing and
Switch body with him, and then the resistance
Switching-
just made them.
Oh, where did you come? Oh,
no, that wouldn't like.
I don't know. I just thought of it.
Yeah, you can't physically. I mean, you could physically switch with them, but
The feathers would stay.
yeah, that would still be in his
Now,
hand.
Philip.
He'd just be sick.
No, we are
Can you
not.
go and
Hey,
Yeah,
no, that's a place where we don't.
all right, but you do get the feather specimen, so you might be able to do something with that. I'm suddenly reminded of My Hero Academia. There's a character in there that fights with this. He's got like feathered wings, and his main thing is that he talks and he can psychically control his wings. But he does like one big feather, and he
Like
does
a
it as like a sword. You just need to take one of these feathers, and no, they're not big enough. But
Just like, glue a bunch of them together with the spider group, and then it'll work as
I
a
wish.
club.
so, and you picked up under. Did you take them as salvage? Hardened feathers. All right. Come here, Doc. Come on, Doc. What's that?
Yeah.
Okay. And Gavin, what are you doing with your time? With your just going back to your cabin and resting and trying to get back your electrical charge? Licking a battery?
Yeah.
can someone please?
If I
try to
look
put
my
these buttons
battery, is it
on?
gone?
Yeah, you would use it up.
Because I'm saving the battery to explode it for later, to use it as a grenade.
So you might just need to.
So I have 7 more spaces left until I can get rid
you.
of the hardened feathers filled with my skin. So.
Me.
No,
too.
that's not how it works. It's the 3 dots are the ones that you need to like fill out to make the injury go away. The injury got worse just now because before it was like, oh, you just have to fill up 2 boxes and you're going to be all fixed. Now it's 3 boxes that you got to fill up because you've managed to give yourself more.
Right. I'm.
Help me here.
It means law life.
Yeah, I can probably help you.
All right.
Help you both. Phil, give me your warm apple.
I asked that you give me food, and I electrocuted so that it
cross out-
recharges me.
Hang on. Give me a second.
Oh my turn.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to ask you to cook something for me, and I'll electrocute it, and it'll like recharge me.
I'm gonna
And I'll
cook a
get my
meal for
thing
both
back.
of y'all.
Help me.
So Philip gives me his warm apple. I use mine.
You're going to do the 2 worm apples?
Yep. So what would I do? So
Okay,
it's
let's just give me a second here. I'm going to get back to the. I want to get to the.
it's a roll for it, right?
Yeah, recovery. It is part and parcel of a wild sailor's life to suffer a few scrapes from time to time, or a horrendous infection, or the loss of a limb, or maybe 2.
I think he should lose a limb.
The rustling wave.
Sorry.
You've got a lot of slivers in your hand. We'll have to amputate. What? Yeah, no.
we operate by medieval surgery laws.
Yeah. Constant contact with creatures and weirdness takes its toll. Using a task to recover can help you deal with lasting injuries, marked aspects, and mounting mire, as well as general maintenance of your ship. This might take the form of spending time healing yourself, so on and so forth. All right, so recovering damage during a montage at some results table.
The semi truck.
Yes.
The helicopter.
You the truck.
It's an
I
aircraft
think,
carrier.
John, if you're gonna treat, is some of this meant to treat his itching stuff?
Yeah, him.
You need to use the spider meat and not the worm. You could use his worm apples, and your spider meat.
It's a train.
Can I just use both worm apples?
I think you need to have something appropriate to the itching infection type thing, and that
Right,
means
because we also operate via connection rules. So I'm gonna yoink your worm apple,
Now it's a drawer.
Okay, so you're using up his worm apples.
and I'm gonna get rid of my spider meat.
You still have the worm apples though, so there you go. So
I said
worm
worm
apples
apple.
plus spider meat, and
so-
you can use either tend or cook.
So I'm gonna use cook.
Okay.
Do I get an edge for that?
Yeah, you need to you get an edge.
So I think that's instincts.
That's what?
I think that's instincts.
Instinct. Okay, instinct plus cook, and
We're not used to, I'm used to that.
okay. How many dice is that?
That's 4.
All right.
All right.
Gavin.
What do I do? What's up? That is 4, 4, 1, 2.
4, 4, 1, 2. Okay. All right. So that does make you heal 1 though, and that's at least gets you started on the thing. So
So do I?
you basically make up a mix of the worm apples and the meat as like sort of a a casserole, a stew.
Can I? Do
I think you should.
Can I do a thing? So the reason why the worm apple is called worm apple is because it's
Yeah, I couldn't find the description of the worm apples in the book.
a worm apple is basically like it's an apple, but if you leave it too long, it starts getting weird.
Wiggly.
So I think I grab like a stake and a hammer, and I just poke, and I just hit the worm apple with the stake until it de-applifies, and then I cut it up into segments. And I toss it in a stew, chop up a few of the spider legs, toss that in the stew.
Okay.
So we've got an insectoid stew.
Okay. So with
How am I supposed to? We don't have bread.
Liquefy it and then smush it.
you can give him his stew in a bread bowl. Oh my God. All right. So both of you,
Stew like a normal.
did you take any marks? Oh, your dog had a mark. Just one?
Oh yeah, just one.
Okay. So if you feed some to the dog, so everybody can clear one mark. So for you, you've got 3 open spots there. So hash through one of them, and you've got 2 more. You're still not great, but
So you can heal.
you just know that
Can erase
the itching, at least for a while, starts to die down. The dog can clear, and you can get the bolt switch back.
I'm gonna mark down in my worm apple section of the cookbook. It's like 5 pages at this point. It is so powerful. I'm gonna mark down medicinal property. Stops itching when put in stew with spider.
Or bread bowl stew.
I'm gonna just
Stew in a bread bowl. Now I'm hungry for like clam chowder in a bread bowl.
I know.
Panera.
It's like an apple clam
Or
chowder.
Panera. Hey Mom,
No, we're not
Never
getting Panera.
never mind.
Panera's so tasty.
I know. My mom-
in a bread bowl.
My mom actually does stuff.
That's her go-to, is like-
Me too.
Broccoli cheese in the bread bowl. Yeah.
Cool. So
Chair.
yeah. Do I? Yeah. Okay.
Do you what?
So that's right. Now I have to actually get to work on that meat plate.
Oh, for the ping pong tournament.
Yeah. We do a big
Your
pong.
friend.
So yeah, there's a since this is a transport ship, it's like a cruise ship. So there's activities.
We just
Stop that.
We're a transport.
Do you have a dog allergy?
No.
Okay, because you're rubbing at your eyes and look kind of puffy, and I'm just wondering if you're getting like
I think he's just been laughing so hard.
Nothing so hard.
Yeah, you have
And
to.
also my eyes just from time to time for no reason.
Me. Oh no! Oh, shivering me timbers! I'm gobsmacked. I'm bamboozled.
my gob has been smacked. My bams have been boozled.
I saw this thing It's called Dragon Ball Abridged, and basically, it was Trunks and Kid Trunks and Goten fighting, and like in
Okay.
a tournament, and Trunks was having this whole inner monologue. Goten is like the son of Kakarot, who's the strongest ever, and this would be a real fight. And then it goes to Goten, who's thinking, baby shark, baby shark. And then it's the same with Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta's having the same monologue, and Goku's singing, daddy shark.
It's genetic.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Goku is so special.
Genetics can.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You fucking need a good stabbing.
No. Stop.
Everybody needs a good stabbing from time to time.
Here.
What are you dancing
What?
to? You were dancing to a
baby shark do 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 do.
So I thought. So I thought.
You were dancing to a black void.
Hey, me. You're dancing to my music.
All right.
Connect to the
I'll be right
Wi-Fi.
back. We're gonna do the. We're gonna.
Don't know any fast.
Stop dancing.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Why not? I don't know mine either, so you should know yours. That's how math works.
I think it's. Oh, I just remembered there's a PvP mode to Wizard of Legend. Yeah. Yeah, he does that.
And everything Philip.
He's got a
I'm being.
weak funny bone.
Yeah. I'm also playing Clean's Vein. Not so clinically, actually.
I much weight can these chairs.
And I've never.
You know what? I need to sleep.
All right. Here. No.
There he is.
Table. Table.
There he is.
Are you? Do you have a dog phobia?
I think it's
No, he's just jumping on me a lot.
because you're scared.
Yeah, he did.
That's what phobia means. Is if a small dog jumps on you, it may be a phobia.
Maybe.
All right. That's fine. I just want to. I don't need to torture you by having the dog.
It's not much.
Dude, that is not very.
All right.
Please never repeat those words.
No.
It's not that. Oh, gosh.
You said no.
Yeah, he's
You
biting.
have a phobia for
Yeah.
sure.
You gotta
He's just biting.
look at that thing. Terrifying. Look at this.
Trust me, my dogs bite way hard.
Not terrifying, but.
It's biting.
Yo! Triple terror!
Not really.
Gonna do if I do.
He's gonna look at it.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing I do with. I just lay down and just let him go. Hey, let him go for a sec. I just lay down.
Yeah, I figured that out when I first met Shadow. I just laid down in the
Yeah.
dog place, and then he just jumped on me. Dude, you're sticking.
Oh my god.
You're gonna choke on my fingers. Wow.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a biting dog.
Yeah, he's got a lot. And got a little immunity.
What if I hold you here? You can't do anything about it.
Come on, stop. And then he just gets very confused. And then, hey, what's doing there?
I'm figuring out a thing.
Eat my hair.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot to eat.
Yeah. There's a lot of meat on that face.
I'm afraid to tell you, but you're kind of missing your bites and your licks.
Well, yeah, because you're holding me. Hold on, just lay down. I'll have to go to.
Oh, you
Yeah.
said attack.
Oh, yeah, but your face. You immediately,
I stayed up
Yeah,
until like 1 o'clock in the morning playing every single mission because I just got my D-Rock game yesterday.
wait, you
You're gonna rip my hair out.
doesn't go for it.
I was very busy.
Don't roll over on my hair.
Your
Yeah,
dog's also, I see your dog's also playing with me insane.
no, he just plays with
Yo.
people and them.
Yeah.
You are.
You made it. Boy! Come on.
He's going for
Boy!
Where?
Boy!
The singular scenario you got is fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultra drip states.
You're so ferocious.
I know, right?
Oh.
He called
You'll
this.
never get my head.
He's got zoomies. Second.
Hey, why you stop?
Watch that. I heard it. Straight up combat. Right
Yeah.
He's fighting the fire.
Yeah.
What did you teach you? Getting.
You understand? Join.
Oh,
He's fighting the fire right now.
Yeah. Dude. Run away. Yeah.
Come back.
Go to the
Then I have to go. Like, that's what.
Yeah.
Don't open your mouth. People will like it. You are just gonna straight up exhaust.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in the
He's fine.
Yeah, go.
you almost got it.
All right.
Thus ends his.
Oh, no.
Thus ends.
Oh,
He will.
not anymore.
Yeah, no, you don't pet during movie time. I mean, you can try, but you do not pet during movie time.
Oh,
Alright, Gavin, we're
Go ahead.
He
dude,
doesn't know what to do here.
Gavin, we're starting.
he's been cornered.
I would try to, but it would.
I think he's getting tired a little.
Yeah. You got.
I'm not
Going too
sure.
I
exhausted.
wouldn't hold. I wouldn't hold.
Within 10 minutes, you almost completely exhausted zoomies.
He wants to keep playing.
Yeah.
Of course he does. All right.
Anyways, that was lovely.
Yep. Okay. So,
What did you do with my pencil?
Saved it before I could look at.
so question about the ping pong tournament.
About the thing. Yes.
Yeah. Do you use that time while this is going on to kind of like check out what's going on? Hey, buddy, you gonna hang out up here? To check out the guests, the passengers and that sort of thing who are participating and check those folks out? Or are you going to participate in the ping pong tournament?
I am going to do the time-honored cruise ship tradition of just watching them go around, and then I'm going to gossip about them later.
Yep.
Am I
Me too.
participating too?
Yeah, you can participate, or you
In
can
ping pong.
like sort of. Check
doubles
people out.
matches would be insane. With
I will walk with Sean. I want gossip.
Would it be cheating to explode the ball if it
Yes,
tries to?
that would be
if it
that would
outside?
probably be noticed.
Yeah. Probably.
Just sleight of hand, like, whoo, it's gone.
yeah, I think that,
Ignore the smoke. It's gone.
yeah, I've got a little coffee cup that says y'all would starve without me, and I'm just gonna fill it up, and I'm gonna
What are your edges?
pull up a chair and just sit cross-legged, just enjoying.
Up by the skills, to the left of the skills. Your edges.
Grace, iron, and teeth.
Okay.
Is it singles or doubles?
It's singles. It's a singles game.
So
So what if? So supposedly, if the ball counts as a crewmate, I could sit with the ball
that
and save it from hitting the ground.
would be a comically terrible idea.
Yeah.
Like if I just go to the other person's side of the table, sit down on it, and then just boing boing.
Yeah, I mean you would probably be disqualified, and there are prizes. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to stay there.
I'm just sitting in the
Yeah, I'm just
sitting in the stands with
Yeah.
like they would starve without me.
there's not really stands. It's in the big ballroom kind of thing where they would normally serve in.
Yeah, I'm just off to the
Chair.
side.
Chair.
I'm just off to the side sipping.
We've got this really crazy complicated coffee machine. Like there's levers to pull and flick for like every single part of the process.
So you're kind of working the coffee bar to
No, I'm just making time for myself. Just like
keep scratching that spot, bud. I'm gonna have to put you in a cone of shame, bud.
He's gonna be so freaked out if it when he uses
Okay.
it the first time.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, what we're gonna, Gavin, what I'm gonna have you do,
Yeah.
is this is kind of a rock paper scissors thing. I want you to tell me what edge you're gonna use as you approach the how are you going to handle the first match of the ping pong tournament? Is it going to be
So wait, iron is
like immovability and strength and power? Teeth is savagery and like
Grace is like
and Grace is like
probably Grace.
Grace.
yeah, Grace.
I also have sense.
Well, sense is like
Instinct.
like finding out stuff about people, but we're focusing mostly on the edges for this.
It's gonna be the single time you use
All right, so I want you. I need a. Can I borrow a D6, Sean?
Grace plus hunt for life.
Sorry.
Your opponent is one of the folks that. So there was this entire group of passengers who all basically took all the second class rooms on one of the decks, and they have that whole area there, and they're traveling as a group, and so they're quite a few of them have signed up for this thing. And they're all very interested. They're all like, there's prizes. There are 3 prizes. First place is a dust-covered, unlabeled bottle of wine that's been provided by the captains. It's old and dusty and unlabeled, which means it's possibly pretty amazing. That's the first place prize. Second place prize is a weird sculpture made out of amber that's some kind of...
That's less edible.
It's some kind of creature, very smooth, very. It's hard to explain because you've never really seen anything like this. You've heard of like some rays and stuff that move through the treetops, and it's kind of like that. And like there's little short, little flappy things on the side, and flappy things on the tail, and a flappy thing on top, but you're not really sure what it is. It looks like it's leaping out of. It looks like it's leaping through the air, like flying or something.
So
It's the weirdest looking bird you've ever seen because there's no feathers on it.
So out of character, this is a amber thing of a dolphin.
Yes, it's an amber sculpture of a dolphin. Yes. And all of the guests from that one floor are super interested. They're like, what do we have to do to just win second place? We want that. We really want that. Third place is, in fact, a custom ping pong paddle with a case of 12
Balls?
yes, 12 balls, and they're all in different colors. They all have like different, like they're all different colors and stuff like that. That was provided by actually not the captains, but the owner of the ship.
Which is different.
Yes, the captains don't own the ship. Allegedly, the ship is owned by somebody else, and the owner of the ship provided the ping pong.
Right. I'm just conversing with a cup of coffee with
Okay, so I'm gonna roll and see which way they go because it's kind of a rock paper scissors thing. You are going with Grace. Is that what you're doing?
Nate?
No.
Yeah.
Are you're opening with Grace? The first guy that you're dealing with. Yeah. Sorry.
Why are you like this? Why did you? What is the purpose of that roll?
No reason.
All right. So the first guy, you're trying to do dexterous motions and movements and stuff like that and be quick and think. And this guy is just a wall. He's not doing anything in the way of attacks, but anything tricky that you try to do, he's just completely in full-on defense mode, and you can't sneak anything by this first guy. And so you do not win the first match, but
Don't worry, it's forever.
he's actually kind of bummed out about this because he's like, I can't keep winning. I want the amber. I need the amber.
He's mad that he's
More
Can I go up against?
more matches continue. What's that?
Can I go up against someone?
I thought you were going to be watching the audience. You want to go off against?
I want to go off.
All right. So what are your edges?
Grace, Iron, and Tides.
You don't actually roll anything. You just tell me which approach. I randomly decide. I don't want to make a decision based on your thing. Okay. You're going to go with Grace.
Yes.
All right.
but hopefully you're not up against the same guy.
No, it's not the same guy, but it's another one of the amber guys. And again, complete defense. Can't slip anything by this guy. he's not a great player, but you're doing all these great flurries, and everyone's like, "Woo, ah!" But you're busy like doing this great thing, and then he just kind of goes and does this like lame little like return over the net, but you're in the middle of like a big dive across the table. You're in the wrong place. He defends you to death. So you guys are both like, all right. So meanwhile, I want you to do you have study or sense or because you want
sense.
You want sense? Give me sense and instinct for like reading the crowd, and tell me again what approach you're going to be using for the second round, Gavin.
I'm gonna
Am I gonna be up
so
this,
hard.
with the same type of guys?
Well, you don't know. I mean, everybody's doing this with different approaches and stuff like that. Even these guys are like kind of like, that was too defensive. I need to go with something else. So you never know what they're. I mean, it's kind of teeth. Ferocity. I'm just gonna be slamming every ball across as hard as I
They
can.
can't defend you.
I am
They
gonna-
can't through their paddles.
I am gonna gossip so hard with the waiters.
Kabam!
I'm friends with a couple of waiters. So that is 643. That's just a triumph of sensical proportions.
Okay. We'll get back to you in just a second. So you're like,
Yeah.
this guy's not graceful. This guy is tricky. He keeps doing like these things where he's like, and he's doing all these little fake outs and double maneuvers and stuff like that. He's doing like all these like little feints and stuff like that. And you do slam stuff right through him when he makes the mistake of actually putting himself. But a lot of times he puts out the thing like he's going to be defending here, and you're like, I'm gonna slam through, and then he's like, he backs way off. You're in the middle of the big slam, and he's backed way off the table. So you like do the thing, and he's already back like 10 feet to get the return from way over there, right? And he keeps doing these things where he's like getting the net, and he just like. Actually, one of the most annoying things is this guy has like apparently mastered the ability to get that ball to tap just the top of the net, so it looks like it's coming to you, and then it stops and just blows over to the side.
This guy.
Very annoying. This guy.
Society.
This guy is society. All right. How are you approaching?
I'll use iron.
Use iron. All right. Let's see
If you can't beat
how
me.
we're going here. If he's gonna go, Doc, what are you doing, bud?
Aerial view.
What?
He's doing the exact same thing. You guys defend each other simultaneously. It ends up being a draw. No winners.
He looks like he's lost. He's like, how did I get up here?
No, that wasn't. He's got constant puppy eyes.
All of the people that came in on that one floor they're not normal. They are like every single time they see one of each other, like they're like doing some sort of weird little hand signal, like greeting, kind of a bow, weird little deal with like, you know what the vibe is?
And they're all going for the amber.
That's a cult. That's a cult. They look like a cult.
So I'm periodically looking over my shoulder, and I finally see that there are like 5 people at the bar, and my attention's over there now. Bar gossip is way better.
Weird amber obsessed cult.
Interesting. Anyways, there are people getting drunk. I gotta get over there. The
I want to hear all the good stuff. All right.
Great with the drunk people.
Yeah.
Yes.
How are you going? What are you doing?
Against this next. Wait, so did I win before?
No, he takes you out.
2.
He lost 2.
You're getting cooked, man. I didn't even.
No, teeth worked better. So let's use
You're going
iron.
with teeth? You're going to go with iron?
Yeah.
All right.
Iron. Alright. So,
Since I keep losing to defense, maybe it's better.
You keep losing to defense?
Yeah, the guy who defended against me with his weird psycho, but like that. And the guy,
that iron at that point, I think it's like veils or whatever.
same thing. It's still defensive.
Oh, I was right.
No, yeah. Well, no, he's more of a fake out. He's offensive, but in a tricky way.
Yes.
But again, you get another one of these tricky guys with the iron. So you're like defending, but the attack is never where you think it's going to be. So you're defending, but it's like,
How many types of people are there?
there's 7 because there's 7 different approaches. It's rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock, laser beam, magnet. I don't know.
plane.
Earthquake.
Okay.
Laser beam. What do you got?
But you put
Tides.
Laser beams are really cool.
Tides.
Tides? All right, let's go with tides.
Roll the wild card.
This guy is bringing. How did I write this one down?
When is that?
See, you've had a tie already.
I'm like, I order like a excessively tall cup of water.
You end up with another tie. This guy is doing your graceful, like kind of doing the graceful kind of stuff, and you've seen that. And tides is all about reading people. So you know it's going to come, but you're so busy reading him that you can. Again, it ends up being like a draw. There's no declared winner for you. So you've had 2 ties and a loss.
You're very good at being mid.
Yeah. I'm a very meanwhile person.
Everybody that you keep seeing people playing, like you could totally beat that guy.
I can get it.
You could absolutely beat that guy, but that's not the one at your table. In fact, you're watching a table over here. It's like you're getting constantly scored. You look over here and it's like somebody going, "Oopsie, I don't even know what I'm doing," and you're like, "Why couldn't I play Ben?" Ah.
I'm getting these guys who are doing triple sites.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
Progressively more drunk, and I'm just like,
yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
Imagining this guy just like swinging at it, moving his paddle, swinging at it again like this,
Yeah.
throwing it in the air, catching it, psyching again, hitting it, and then it hits the table twice, and I'm like,
Gavin's like looking longingly at his break skill, going, and you're like, the captain's paid for the table, the captain's paid for the table, the captain's paid for the table.
you know,
I got
if I could electrocute all these guys to death, they can't psych me out anymore.
we talked
All right, last round.
Oh god.
Can we pull out a win for either of you? Let's find out. How are you going to approach this thing?
Grace.
Grace?
If I get one of these weirdos.
You're going to go with Grace? All right, let's see if we get
the iron ones.
This guy tries to read you.
Oh.
He cannot read you.
Yes.
You absolutely school him.
He is gonna get such a third place.
Because you look like if bricks were people. And the fact that you're coming in with all these light touch little weird spins where the ball comes straight across but then touches once and jerks to the left and all this other kind of thing, he's just like, I
Can't read this.
well done. Well done. All right.
The title is English, but all the words are Japanese.
And what are you doing over here?
I'm being iron.
You're gonna bring iron? Okay. Let's see how we go. He tries to do, actually, after apparently watching Gavin attempt the graceful maneuvers and stuff, this guy comes to the table with that kind of expectation. You're like, no, I am going, nothing gets past the iron wall. And
The iron drip.
in fact, nothing gets past the iron wall. You've seen Grace, and before you were like, I've seen Grace, I'm going to overread it. You're like, no, I've seen Grace. I know what the moves are going to be. Nothing gets past me. And I know when you're going to leave an opening, and I'm just going to do these boring little dinks across the net, and you iron them to death.
I'm back over. I'm almost finished the coffee. Houston, hate to break it to you, no girls are even watching. I'm sorry, you were not attracting a single maiden. I'm sorry, Houston.
I'm just doing this for the prize.
Sure you
With
are.
prize?
Sure you are.
I don't care, I just want something cool.
Made it.
Sure you are, Houston, and I just give the most exaggerated wink. Sure you are.
Are you looking?
Doing it for
Are you
fun.
looking for? Are you looking for prize, or are you looking for?
I'm looking to win.
Well, win may be out of you. There's a lot of losses on your card to get to a win.
I'll just keep
Where is
winning.
he? Where is he? Where is he? It's mine.
He keeps running up.
Maidenless, are we?
Yeah, he's
All right.
he keeps trying to attract maidens. Sometimes succeeds. It's real funny.
It's been very difficult for anybody to pull ahead. There is definitely a first place guy.
Me?
No, it's one of the guests. It's one of the guests. It's one of the guests that lives up. That's in the what do
Second.
they call it? No,
I think
first.
all I
They're in
need to do-
they're on like the first class deck. They get the suites and stuff, and they apparently came just to win this thing. They already have their own custom ping pong paddle. They call it the Hummingbird.
Wait. So
It's Japan.
if I were to summon a storm or something, or if a storm were to magically appear, and then I just become a god, would I just win every
There
battle?
there is a section in our rule book specifically labeled Sasenko, and simultaneously, no.
Okay.
There's a section in the rule book called Sasenku, comma, no.
You guys have you guys have found yourself in the interesting position of playing against each other for the final elimination round.
Okay, this time I'm watching.
I'm going to teeth you to death.
You're going to what you to death?
I'm going to teeth you to death with a ping
You are
pong.
walking up to a game of rock, paper, scissors, and and saying,
Holding up.
I'm going to go.
I won't use teeth.
But now, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I want you to pick an approach.
Whisper it to his ears.
We're actually gonna roll for this one, but I'm gonna have you pick an approach. So
Wait, what approaches do you?
no, you didn't. No, nobody gets to know. Okay, so I want you, Bill. I want you to point at your approach to Sean, and I want you to point at your approach to me, so we know which. I said not approach, edge. Which edge you're gonna. So pick an edge, point at for me, so I know which ones you picked. Which one you picked? That one. Philip, what did you pick?
Tides.
And you picked.
Teeth.
All right.
What do tides do?
Tides is like instinct and
Yeah, there's
reading.
one called Instinct. Good question.
He was right here.
He's running off to someone that he can't even.
You go up, Doc.
I'm down here.
Doc. Doc.
He keeps running off into the engine like this.
So tides is like
Tides is like tides is the instinct for learning and lore, exploration. That would be
like unpredictable.
teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So neither one of you gets an advantage in this. So what you're doing, and this is straight up. You're just rolling 1d6 each for your edge. Nobody get
Whoever rolls
if
higher.
you get the rock paper scissors thing and you're the rock against the scissors, then you would get to roll 2 dice. But so you're just rolling 1 dice and we're comparing the roll and seeing what we get. 3, 2, 1, go.
5.
Okay, so what did you end up with?
3.
A 3. All right. No, wait. What's that? No, get back here. Come here. Quick. Come back. So that was the competition for second place. Oh, no. So, you win the Amber Dolphin. Okay. Go ahead and put that under
Wait, so I got third?
Albert. Yeah, you end up with third.
Third is better than second.
Why is third better than second?
Third is the one with the treasure chest.
Third is the one with the luxury paddle.
Yeah, you get the luxury paddle
I got an amber dolphin.
and a box of 12
Balls.
Sorry, 6? Oh, a bag of 12 novelty ping pong balls. That's just what it is.
Oh yeah.
I win.
Novelty ball!
All right, so put this under, I think,
Well, you
I need to put this under.
may have
put this in notes, actually. No, put it
you
over.
may have one.
Yeah, no, you would write yours in
You may have won.
salvage, I think. Amber Dolphin statue.
You may have won an Amber Dolphin, but there was an Itzenko at the bar who was complaining about his wife for literally the entire tournament. It was hilarious.
This thing is 2 feet tall, weighs 10 pounds, sculpture of a dolphin that
I don't see any prize on that board.
Luxury balls.
and you have a professional grade ping pong paddle and a bag of 12 novelty ping pong balls.
Luxury.
No ball.
Luxury. Can I say?
Can they be
That's
purple?
right.
If you want them to be purple, they can be purple.
Purple.
Got some purple balls.
Purple.
They have each one of the novelty ping pong balls has a random effect.
Oh, so they do things?
Yes, they do things.
Yes, I have more artillery.
All right, so it is almost 5:30. It's 4 minutes to 5. So we're going to quickly go around and get our milestone for this session. All right. Sean, what's your milestone? What is the thing that you remember about this Paris?
Bar gossip.
Bar gossip?
There was an Zenko at the bar, super drunk, complaining about his wife for hours.
Houston.
Getting second place in the tournament.
Ping pong.
Getting a bunch of purple special balls.
That is a thing. Senku got
I'm gonna go.
Special purple
novelty
balls.
ping pong balls. And I'm gonna also put you got those written down in your notes?
I felt remember your dice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember your dice this time.
If you throw it
At like a wall, it's like
it's like a 50% chance it'll stick.
it needs to be on something that's really, really smooth, and the paint isn't. The wall really isn't.
Oh.
Okay, that's us for this time. Next time,
On Dragon Ball Z.
next time on Dragon Ball Z. Probably not. Next time on Ping Pong Ball Z.